Good evening, and welcome back to the Crystalis Randomizer 2022 tournament. This is the second race of the night. We have Tornel versus ShoFukomachi. I am Big Daryl, 1986. I am here on comms once again because I'm apparently a madman. I am joined by Mashima. Welcome, Mashima.
Woo!
Yes, we have a real boy in voice this time. He is not in chat. Also, tracking for us tonight is going to be my previous co-commentator, J-Ro Boy, also known as Bobdo, also known as Queen Jaba. Thank you for helping out on the commentary and helping me with that. Super appreciate you. So this is actually going to be a very hype race. ShoFukomachi and Tornel are both old hands at this randomizer, and they are both very good runners of this.
Yeah, that's not even putting it lightly. Like, we've done daily races since I joined like 4 months ago, and I've been like spamming like mad, and these guys have been right there with me. Like, so the biggest fight has been between these two on who has done the most races. That is how much these guys have played. Like, they dominate even me, and I'm considered a psychopath with how much I play this game.
Yeah, both of them are, like I said, very experienced runners. Tornel has numerous checks named after him. So yeah, it's a real thing. You might hear me call out a couple of those checks. Some of them are going to be jokes because, that's what we do here. And some of them, we'll see. There's a reason the Lake of Tornel is called the Lake of Tornel.
And as for Sho, just be impressed if he leaves the cryotube. He really likes hanging out in that cryotube because it's nice and safe and cozy. He spends like 30 minutes there, and then he'll just randomly up in tower. We're really not sure how. Dave keeps trying to track down that bug, but no one can seem to figure out how he goes from the cryotube to tower.
Yeah, well, probably something to do with some talkers. But, you never know. So yeah, we will be getting them started here momentarily. So we're just going to wait on that gate to drop, and we will go ahead and get her started. As Tornel is going to be T-Bone tonight, and Sho is going to be Sho. Okay, Tornel. Tornel, bro, make it stop. There we go. Apologies, I was not expecting him to be holding right there. All right, so here momentarily, our racers will get started. And we will have ourselves race number 2. Good luck to both of our racers beforehand.
Oh, man, this race is so hype because this is winter semis now. Like, we're getting deep into it. There are only 4 people left in upper bracket, if no one figured that out yet looking at it. So there's Tornel, Sho, me, and Axe. And of this, winners finals is the next thing coming. So winner of this and the winner of tomorrow is upper bracket finals.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the match sheet hasn't been updated, or I'm not looking at the updated one, so I don't know all the specifics of that. So if you want to help out with that when we have some time, that would be awesome. And here we go. All right.
Right away, Sho left the cave. Pretty impressive.
Golden Idol for their troubles. I don't know, I'd rather take $100 at that point, but Sword of Wind. That is a nice little, vanilla start. So right away, we do know key item names are randomized. So that's a thing. Sho grabbing a couple medical herbs for safety. Tornel making his way straight up to the GBC cave, which I didn't mention in the previous race. This cave was actually added on from the Game Boy Color version. It's the only thing we really needed to add. The rest of that, yeah, there's reasons it wasn't added.
And the
So
biggest
we're
thing,
gonna.
yeah, so there are 2 checks added here, but the biggest thing about it is it has 2 exits that randomly bring you to other locations, which adds a ton to this randomizer. Because you could straight up have access to Goa area immediately, you could have access to Bertoa, you could have access to Bryn Mawr, and Steve, our lead programmer, is discussing about adding other exits for it, so we could end up a lot of places just right off the bat.
Especially with flights. And an unidentified bow. Well then.
Think we'll ever identify the unidentified bow?
I don't know. We'll find out. So, bows. The walls require orbs to break the walls. Show immediately wild warping back. I don't know if that's going to be the time save he thinks it's going to be, but, you know, it's okay. I guess he is avoiding all these Medusas and other things, so...
Yeah, so, yeah, we're usually disappointed in the community with early flight, because it just gives you so much maneuverability and access to things, but that doesn't mean this is going to be an easy seed. Seeds really like to troll, and they'll give you early flight, and then they will remove your access to anything. They won't give you swords, or like you notice here, they're not giving them a way to get through the walls, even though they technically have the right sword for it. So this could still very well be difficult for them.
But they did get access to the Portoa and Lake of Rage area, where Lake of Tornel does not want the Sword of Wind. So...
I hope they get changed so they have, like, the whole world to go to with access to, like, none of it.
Yeah, we did find out in that last race that, yeah, early flight is nice, but when you're funneled into a direction, it doesn't matter. So here, we're going to find out a couple of things.
Tornel hoping for some cheap boots. Cannot find boots there. They are out of stock. I guess the queen bought them all.
So, statue glitch is on. It would have been very awkward if it was not. And we are finding change.
Yes! All of the area, none of the progress.
Oh.
World to scour, and there's gonna be like one spot that will have actual progress.
Oh no. And we get a bow tie.
Oh god, it could be crypt. I want an immediate crypt dive now.
Well, it's troll, but... And the fog lamp owner is not there, so... I think that says that it's vanilla dolphin interaction at that point, correct?
The fog lamp guy?
Yeah.
No, because we don't have his item. So...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the tip-off is if you have his item and no flute, and he's there, then it is not vanilla dolphin. If you have his item and he's not there and you have no flute, then it's vanilla dolphin is on, because it requires you to have his item and the shell flute in order for him to pop up.
Oh.
But until you have his item, he'll never show up.
Okay.
Oh, Jay mentioned what we refer to as pity MP. So any time in which you reset, you will gain 1 MP back. This allows you to get out of like awkward softlock situations where you happen to have flown somewhere and now I can't get out of here. You can quickly just do a reset at a checkpoint and then you'll still be able to fly away at the very least. Yes.
Tornel opting to go ahead and open up the rest of Goa area. Which, that's a pretty good idea. I myself would have went back and checked that golden idol to see if that was the statue needed to call me Angry Sea. But that way you could just reset and get right back to the entrance to Swan.
That could very well be true. And then I don't Because we have not done any sort of turn-in checks yet, right? So we don't know whether turn-ins are shuffled. So that
No, we do
statue could
not.
go, like, anywhere at this point.
And that's what they're doing. Tornel opting for Hydra. Sho is going straight into the desert.
Oh, I hope it's an early crypt dive.
And one thing we haven't quite been able to find out yet is, are the medical herbs going to be buffed this time?
Yeah, so Jero, our tracker here, rolled this seed, and if this is required starting crypt dive, he is rolling everything for me from now on, because that is just awesome and amazing.
Tornel picking up a golden key from Zebu. That's pretty nice. That could be our key to Stixie.
Yeah, no, we have 3 places the key could be used, and he's got access to all 3 of them, so now he's rolling dice, basically, on which one. So 33% chance on the first check. He's going to try Stixie, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. The other 2 being the Windmill Cave, or the Windmill, and the key to prison.
Awesome, and Tornel's paralyzed.
Yes. But it should be fine.
It's not like he has access to any walls anyway.
Sho, meanwhile, he's going straight to Dragon.
First boss, Dragon.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Yeah.
fine. Trick to Dragon is he dies quick.
Just stab him.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, hey, he's already dead.
What sort's his weakness? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, light. Oh, God.
He got the grip. We don't even need to question the bows. He's got all 3. Yes, Sho, for the people. Do it. Do it. Tornel finds warp boots. I don't think he found anything else. I didn't see. Did he try Stixie? I was too busy getting excited over Sho's crypt dive.
Yeah, same. I was watching the Dragon fight. I gotta assume he hasn't checked it yet, because otherwise I feel like he would have warped out, either via Wild Warp or... I'm assuming he has Warp Boots, so...
I mean, they figured out that Dragon's weak to wind, Jero. Kappa.
Oh, Sho.
Alright, here he goes. He's checking it now. Nope,
Yeah.
It is not Stixie, so now it's a 50-50.
Back to Goa, though. Not gonna bother checking the other spots for the key. Looks like he's gonna go make a dive into the desert. He's gonna check either the Oasis Cave, or he's going to do the same play Sho is doing.
He's gonna be real sad when he finds that 3rd bow.
Oh, he is going the same route as Sho.
Because so far, he's mostly wasted his time going to...
Crypt had a magic whistle.
That's pretty good.
That
So we have
could be
access-
our dolphin.
We have access to it being shell flute, we have access to it being alarm flute, and he can do a...
Flute of
Oh, and that's
Wine.
it. Because we can't break walls.
We don't have access to it, but
Yeah.
It could still be the Flute of Wine.
Or it could be the Trolliest. We still haven't seen another sword or a ball of wind.
Of course, we don't know. It could still be randomized walls as well. We've only seen the one so far.
That's true, and we have had some super trolly seeds in our community races where, like, all of the walls will be vanilla, and we'll go, oh, it's vanilla walls. And then there's one at the very end that's not vanilla, and we have to rethink our entire routing because of it.
Joe finding a ball of wind is the last item in the crypt. So you gotta think he's gonna go check Vampire Cave, or the Windmill, rather, as his next thing.
But Sho didn't go to Chiron. Right?
No, he did not.
Yeah, that's just Tornel, and that's where he got the key. So Sho's probably looking to try his flute and see if it's alarm flute. Tornel, when he finishes when he finishes his crypt dive, once he gets to it, is probably going to be trying windmill.
Alright, so it does look like it's vanilla walls. I appreciate that I looked over at chat and our tracker, oh, it was a model of diamond. And there's our last bow for Tornel. But I appreciate that I looked over at chat right as our tracker Bob Doe, J-Roboy, said, first time I've seen a slow Dragon 1 fight was right about the time Tornel was stabbing him to death.
Didn't just stab him to death, he stabbed at him. He stabbed him through the heart at the end there.
Woke up the sleeping guard for a kazoo. So, you know?
So we're doing flute trade this seed. Go from one flute to the next, to the next, to the next.
And yeah, looks like the light bow and the bow tie were the bows of Sun and Moon, so...
But yeah, it's... So... Sho's following his flute quest right now. Tornel's going to be checking for Windmill Cave. And just that one decision on Tornel is going to vastly change this whole thing, because I don't think Sho's going to be going to Chiron, like, anytime soon at all. Because he has the Ball of Wind anyways. He has Ball of Wind, and he's got access to Protoa. Like, there's so many checks to do with Ball of Wind. They're going to be on vastly different routes for a while. This is going to be interesting.
Also depends on where this decides to drop him out. This might be the worst area to drop him out at.
And Bryn, so he's got, again, the whole world.
Which is both good and bad.
How critical is that key that Tornel's got?
Gold lamp. Well...
I believe they checked daughter, but I didn't see what the boat guy required. Because his daughter will give you a hint on what the heck he wants.
I do not remember. Tornel finding his Ball of Wind, wild warping back to Leaf.
Oh, he said beautiful charm there, right? I think I saw that right.
The gold lamp is Aurelius trading. I'm not going to question how Axeman knows that, but
the statue.
It would make sense.
Okay, yeah. So we are on random turn-ins along with masked items. So everything's going to go every which way, and it's going to be very confusing. Sho not taking any chances with statue.
Brilliant lamp. For a medical herb, and let's check the basement. For a medical herb. Well then. I'm gonna guess I know how Axe knows that, but I'm not gonna reveal his smooth brain play.
Alright, X-Man, predicting the future isn't gonna help you tomorrow, because I'm just gonna wreck the future. There will be no hope.
Oh, okay. That is a good way to know. Tornel getting his kazoo. He's gonna go check that cave, find out if it's Windmill Key. And Sho proving you wrong, he is in Hydra.
Okay, well, forget everything I said. Sho is actually gonna check Chiron. Tornel getting ready for his 50-50. Did he already use it? No, he already used it. Cool. Okay.
And getting a love pendant out of it.
I believe I saw Akahana's what he wanted. That's what he wanted.
I did not catch it, admittedly.
I believe I saw beautiful, and if he said beautiful charm, that means he wants love pendant. Yep, Axeman caught it. And then K-File said it, so it must be true, because I don't trust Axeman.
Meanwhile, Tornel in the Vampire Cave. He's gonna blow up some walls, he's gonna find some items. Hopefully something useful.
Sho trying his role at the.
Telepathy is kind of useful.
Sho is not a winner today. Should not play
Minute.
3-card Monty with him. Antidote for Tornel. I like Tornel hacking down all the bats.
Yeah, those bats can cause serious problems depending on where you're at.
You're like, oh, I have an iron necklace and some armor. The bats can't do anything. And then they start pinballing you everywhere, out of control.
Magic Ring, that's a nice little pickup. Magic Ring for show.
J-Ro dropping some knowledge bombs here. Name of the seed is no bow mode.
Yeah, you gotta know when you name something no anything. That's a surefire way that you're gonna get it.
What was the
My
one the
case
other
in
night?
point,
Kensu has nothing.
Kensu has nothing. And in fact, 2 of the Kensu checks had stuff. Very important Go mode items, as a matter of fact. But Tornel making his way through, he's coming out in Bryn Mawr.
So now they both have Bryn access. Alright, he sees Beautiful Charm, he's gonna turn it in.
A Viola. Well, that's, well, another Viola. We had one last seed. That is almost, what is that, number 2 or 3 on the flutes?
That is 3
We got
because
the
Sho...
kazoo.
Yep.
And
I forget what the first one was. But that's the Alarm Flute.
yeah.
Whatever that name was.
So we either have the Shell Flute, Flute of Lime, or the other one I am now drawing a blank on, because I'm watching Flail Guys.
K-Fal, it's your people. They're having a party.
Was it violin? I thought it was viola.
Alright, Sho back at Leaf to take a nap. That Sho always taking naps in the middle of a race. Tornel is save scumming.
Torn's sad because the stream froze.
Did it freeze for you? It's still going.
Alright, we are having some technical difficulties.
Are you okay, Daryl? I guess it's just me for now. Everyone still hear me? If you can hear me, then draw me your best Crystalis in chat.
Guess I'll commentate for a little bit until Daryl gets back.
That looks like a terrible Crystalis, K-Fal.
Yeah, we've got Tornel running straight up. He did rabbit skip, and he goes straight up to go fight Kelbesk. You know, with all of the...
There we
All
go,
right.
that's a good one, Axel.
Just got confirmation from Big Daryl that his internet is flaking out right now, so I guess I'll be commentating until he gets back, and then...
All right. Yeah, Tornel is just going straight for bosses. Tornel is out for blood. This is actually pretty normal for Tornel. When he has a boss, he likes to kill a boss.
Now, one thing about getting all of the bows so early is you just don't need to do near as many checks. They still need Shell Flute, probably, unless Sword of Thunder warps them to zombie.
This is Tornel. He doesn't need Shell Flute.
Tornel can swim while flying. I'm sure he can pull that off.
Yeah. Tornel's done plenty of seeds without using Shell Flute.
Yeah, so they're currently, like, I don't think I've ever seen Tornel take such a long pause before. Like, there's the Shell Flute. So,
bit of history there. Tornel has lost a few races because Vanilla Dolphin was not on, and he never actually tried Shell Flute. So I'm sure he was on his mind to try that sucker as soon as possible. He does not want to lose another race to that.
yeah, with that Shell Flute on, he's got access to Evil Spirit Island. That's yet another place that you need to go check with Wind Ball. So
Plus,
time to rush it.
Boss.
I heard Big Daryl hop back in chat here. Once I get some audio from him, I'll put myself back on mute and let him handle it. He's got commentary going good.
Yeah, he does. And thank you so much for helping out J-Ro for the last race in this one. It is very appreciated. I am not track good. It would be quite a travesty if I was on tracking duties.
Teleport for show, though. That's
Nice.
a good pickup at least. They've been having to go broke this day on warp boots. If you look at their money, it's been low this whole seed.
That's because the shop and Leaf realized that he's one of the few games in town, so he jacked up that price for boots.
Oh, I missed what show just picked up there.
Pretty sure he's got some bots that are buying all the boots from Portoa too. That's why they're out.
Importing them. Yep.
Yup. Just to make sure that you gotta pay the extra premiums to get those warp boots.
Yeah. So they may. Sword of Thunder. Is it gonna port him out?
Where's he going? Where's he going? Well, probably going to Oasis Cave after this. Oh, and Sacred Shield.
Where do you go? You have Sword of Thunder, but you don't have the ball, right? So, and balls are required to open anything, like...
Go with Psycho Shield. So now he doesn't have to worry about paralysis or petrification. And then Tornel has the Sacred Shield, which blocks Curse, so he no longer has to worry about turning into a slime.
Yeah, it was a bit funny because he panicked to dodge the Nooper curse that was sent at him, and ended up getting the Sword of Thunder and warping out before he got that check. So,
Tornel wants to go back to ESI. He has just lost too many races from ESI. He is making sure that sucker is done ASAP.
it does feel like the play. You got the Sword of Thunder there, and Sho, on the other hand, saying Goa is in season.
Oh, and it's
Like-
randomized too. You're expecting Mato, and he's in Sabera's area.
Yeah, we're not.
So
Sword of Water.
for Sho. Nice.
Now that's a good thing to find. That
This
could
is-
open up more bosses. Like,
This is so divergent now. Like, I have no idea who's in the lead, because they have entirely different things, and all of its progress in different directions.
I'm just keeping that audio on shows for now because, I mean, let's be real. The Goa Fortress music is good. You better not pour it out and just ruin exactly what I...
He does not want to even try it. Actually, no, sorry. It's Vanilla Walls, right? So he can't get to
Yes.
Sabera.
Yeah,
once
he needs Thunder
he needs
Bracelet.
Thunder
Or, sorry,
and the
ball.
ball. He's
Which-
got neither.
This seed has been super stingy. Normally, when a seed gives you, and I've said this multiple times while commentating, normally a seed that has balls required will just load you up with swords and balls up front so you can clear these walls. But
And
they
bracelets.
only got, they only got the wind sword and the wind ball, but they got every bow in flight. This is just, they're having a really like...
And Rage cares not for your Sword of Water. Rage sword connoisseur. So in vanilla, he just wants Sword of Water, and then he'll let you pass the check answering machine. Oh, Sho is doing something called Rage Skip. This is not in logic, but it's a thing you can do. Yeah, he did it. He did it. He's breaking logic. So Sho cares not for Rage telling him to get out of his house. You cannot keep Sho from your house, so be wary of that, people. If Sho's coming over, he's coming over.
That's right. Let's go ahead and update some boss statuses here. We've got Dragon 1 on both of them. Kelbesk 1 on Tornel, I thought, right? Didn't he fly up there? Yeah, he rabbit skipped and flew up there for Kelbesk 1.
Because Tornel wants blood.
Running straight to Sabera 1. But I don't think we've done any... paralysis on Tornel. What's he gonna do about that? Can you really stab out Sabera 1? I mean, if anyone can, Tornel can, you know?
You can. Barrier would be nice. But you can manipulate his shots. Oh yeah, K-Foul just mentioned you could reset on a room because it's a
That's
it's
right.
a checkpoint. Yeah. So he'll be fine.
Paralysis coming in big for Sho, though.
Yeah. Sorry, K-Foul. It seems your people are all frozen now.
I'll hop back in the Discord. As soon as he gets the audio going, I'll step out again for him. But,
yeah.
Tornel just left.
There he is.
Out.
My internet could not handle the awesomeness that is this seed, apparently. So, yeah. What did I miss?
You missed them going in two opposite ways. So Tornel, out for blood, went and killed Kelbesk. Then he went to Sabera's area. He was dodging a Nooper shot from a chest, went into another chest instead, ended up getting Sword of Thunder, and warped on out, and Sho just got Sword of Fire. So, yeah.
Boy.
So Tornel missed a check to grab another check to dodge Nooper, to end up getting warped out of ESI, to return back to ESI, to go all the way up and then not even test Sabera. He's just assuming it's vanilla weakness, which it's probably at this point. Like, we've had randomized for everything but like a couple things do, but if it's looking like it, it probably is. And then Sho ended up going to backdoor Goa through Oasis Cave, finding out that Goa is randomized, found Water Sword in Sabera's area, can't break walls though, so he left, went to Rage. Rage said, "I don't care about your stupid Sword of Water," and kicked him out. Sho said, "You can't tell me what to do," got some birds to push him into Rage's house, and then went and checked answering machine anyway, despite Rage trying to shove him out.
Oh, and Power Ring behind the Angry Seed.
Yep, so Sho is way out of logic and doing wonderful for it. And Tornel is in logic with entirely different items, so I have no idea who's ahead.
Well,
Yeah.
Sho's been eating his tacos tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah, he has.
But again, apologies, my internet decided to just crap the bed, so I'm back, hopefully for good.
It's alright.
Hey.
You probably got the thing I had earlier. Because like you mentioned, Twitch has been having problems. When I first logged in, my laptop was freaking out. I had Steam pop up that was yelling at me for no particular reason, and I had to restart a couple times before it got stable.
Yeah, that took me a couple seconds, because I had to not only reset my internet router, I also had to reset my PC, because, you know, why not? Sho making his way out here to the Dolphin after turning in that fog lamp item. Tornel finding a magic ring.
So I think this is going to put Sho ahead, because he's going to have all four swords in a second. Oh, he's dodging ESI. Okay, he wants to check to see. But if he goes to ESI, he's going to get Sword of Thunder there. And that's going to give him all 4 swords.
Ooh,
And
that is
with
not.
all 4 swords, all 3 bows.
Kill some bosses, that's all he's got.
He doesn't have balls, so he can't break walls.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. But any boss he has access to is Dunzo.
Psycho Shield, that's handy.
Alright, so Tornel's making the opposite play now. So he's doing Cho's checks that he did a while ago, and Cho's doing Tornel's checks.
So realistically, we know the only 2 orbs we need at this point are fire and thunder. Water would be nice if only for the damage, but there are no water walls per se. All the water ball checks are technically over water, but since we have vanilla walls, we don't need a water ball to break any walls whatsoever.
That's one of the nice things about Randomizer, because if you get early flight with vanilla walls, then Sword of Water is really, like, dead to you.
Yeah. It's basically only for bosses at that point.
Compared to the Randomizer creates firewalls for you, so then Sword of Water can have its Stain of Sun. There's... He did the same thing! Dodged Warlock, went into Sword of Thunder.
Oh, boy. Well...
Same play? Nope. I mean, he's got all the swords now. It's time to do stuff.
Why not?
Didn't Sho already come this way?
No, getting the item from Azteca? No, maybe not.
He already got it. He already got it. There's no point in talking to them. Apparently, he just likes saying yo to the wise men.
It's not a requirement for triggering the massacre, is it?
No. Getting the item is the trigger, because if that wasn't a thing, then you would lose the item permanently when you triggered the massacre.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah, no, all you have to do is get the item off of Zebu. Once you get the item off Zebu, then you're good to trigger the Chiron Massacre. And then to trigger it, you just walk to the front gate of Goa while holding Sword of Thunder. And then that's what causes everyone to decide in Chiron that it's nap time and fall asleep. And Mato to be very confused, you know, trying to conquer the place and finding just a bunch of people napping.
It makes his job a lot easier. Town full of narcoleptics. Hey, you know what? I'm in charge now.
As Jero pointed out, Tornel is about to get stuck because he does not have that Ball of Thunder, even though he has the Sword of Thunder. But he got his Water Sword.
And that does open up something. Yep. Dodging that Warlock. For a Mimic.
And he got bit, too.
Yep.
I swear, everyone brings up there's a safe way to approach mimics, and then I see everyone do it, and the mimic bites you anyway.
Alright. Tornel heading back to Portoa. Gotta assume he's gonna be making a couple checks here.
Okay, Foul, you can't wake Stomp from nap time. Then he's all cranky and groggy and...
Yeah, then he beats you up outside of Brynmare. Rude.
Yeah, let the poor guy sleep.
Alright, so a little bit of differing plays here. Sho is going to Evil Spirit Island, while Tornel is gonna go check Lake of Rage.
And we'll see if Rage wanted Thunder Sword, because Sho didn't check it with that one. Yep, it's Thunder.
Check the answering machine, and... well...
Fire Sword is in Carissa Plant Cave. So that's probably next location for Tornel, because that's normal routing. As you check Rage, then you go to Carissa. Yeah, so Tornel's about to catch up on the swords. Sho is going to have a slight advantage here because Tornel noped out of the Sabera fight without even trying it. He just, at this point, knows or assumes that it's vanilla weaknesses. Sho has all the swords, so he's gonna kill Sabera.
He's also taken some body damage from that vampire. And he's still poisoned. And it looks like unbuffed herbs?
Everyone talks Motto and Sabera for the most rage-inducing bosses. Vampire, to me, is the most rage-inducing boss because you know how easy it is. You know how easy it should be. And then you just get bodied by his bats over and over and over again, and he starts teleporting on you. And it just causes the rage meter to go through the roof.
Yeah, those bats, especially when you're a little kid playing this game for the first time, they're a real problem. Tornel wisely using paralysis to stop flail guys or flail knights in their tracks. That's a good alternative.
Joe, not feeling confident with what he has left and being poisoned, takes a quick trip out and then back to before taking on Sabera.
I mean, it is a little bit of a time loss, but at the same time, it's probably saving time because he's not going to be taking damage, less likely to die. It's a smart play. Tornel coming out of Carissa Plant, getting his Sword of Fire. Going back to Quartoa. So now, what's he gonna do?
So he's gonna check our Queen Jabo.
Get his item, find out that the power ring is on the Angry Sea.
No, stop stabbing Messia. Oh my god, it's Sabera. Alright, Jiro, this is how you level 1 stab Sabera.
Well, remember, this is Sabera 1, not Sabera 2. Less projectiles. Less HP and defense as well.
That's the magics. It's just a number.
And she is a little bit slower.
Not like she has swirling fireballs, so you can never touch her. Drains your MP. Flies around the screen super quick. Hides if you ever have invulnerability from an opal. Defense for days.
Yes.
Lags the game out to no end, so you can release a fully charged shot and have to wait like a good 5 minutes before anything actually happens.
Getting a hazmat suit for his trouble.
Is he gonna check Oak?
Probably not. Too many other checks.
No one likes Oak.
Dependence on how the seed is going.
Boots! Oh, whoa! Big advantage for Sho.
It looks like Oak might be the play. He does have telepathy that K-Fal's pointing out, so...
Speed boots plus teleport. Oh, Tornel
I mean,
found
he
it.
has... What did Tornel find over there?
Just an opal, and he's trying this place, but this might be a long check for him because this is Foglamp Cave.
Yeah, Foglamp Cave's one of those I don't like to do if I can put it off, so... I mean, Sho getting at least 3 checks here because he's got 2 in Oak and then he's got the Stomp fight as well.
I don't believe they took the hint on Waterfall Cave either. So Tornel, Brass Lantern, alright, that's something. But Tornel might do the whole cave, and that's gonna suck if it's nothing.
Well, it's also one of those plays you don't know. And getting poisoned for his trouble. And I thought he was just a little bit lower than that spider, and I was horribly wrong. Iron necklace for Sho, that's not what you want to see ever. And a fruit of power, again, not what you want to see, but probably going to go fight the insect, I would assume.
Axman just called it in chat. That's pretty good. So go mode for this game is Orb of Thunder. That's actually what they're looking for to be able to complete the seed.
Potentially, as long as that Orb of Thunder is not behind an ice wall. Kazoo does not summon the insect. So that is the one flute they don't have.
I'm surprised he didn't. I guess he doesn't remember. Like, I can barely remember it. But we have the villager in Oak that we know now that will tell us what the flute is. So Sho could have very much checked that before and saved himself a trip.
And there's a flat key, so...
But I mean, that's fair enough. You're probably going to see me bomb that tomorrow.
Looks like Tornel's gonna go check that key, see if it's the key to prison.
Rabbit boots from Stom.
I mean... Key to prison will get you 1 check. Key to Stixie will get you 6 useless checks. Oh, there's our Orb of Fire for the back of prison.
Tornel's really debating on where to go. Because he could keep going with Saber North. No, he's going to Sabra. But, like, he could have kept going with... He could have kept going. Or gone to, yeah, Saber West as well.
Gonna go ahead and trigger a kidnapping.
Fair bet, when you have telepathy and teleport. We already know Rabbit Skip is on from Tornel, though. So, wasn't necessary, but hey, if you got the stuff, just quick trip.
Oh yeah, you're already there.
So Steve, Goa floors are shuffled right now. Carmine is not in the back of Goa. Sabarazar is in the back of Goa, and that means they're gonna need Orb of Thunder to get into the back of Goa to fight anybody. Front of Goa is also Thunder locked. So yeah, that Orb of Thunder is absolutely critical right now. I mean, this might very well come down to just the first one that lucks into it.
Boots for Tornel.
Nice. I want to ask him afterwards if he's worried about when he found speed boots, because he dipped out of Sabera's area, and it's been a while since he's gone back. So, if for any reason he feels like Sho had gotten there first, that's when you get worried.
General Hug and Tackle strikes again.
Man, we really need to teach that guy no means no.
And Tornel making the same Oak play, so you gotta assume he's gonna follow that up with the Stom fight as well, so... Disappointment incoming for Tornel. Much like we are anytime we ever check Tornel.
What did Tornel want? Was it Fire Bracelet?
Might have been Flame Bracelet. I don't think I was here for that check.
Yeah, Jero, I'm agreed. The Joe deciding to do the Rage Skip was really good. Because he didn't have Thunder Sword, but he basically just did that Thunder Sword check.
There you go.
Technically, he got sort of fire from it, Steve, because I bet you he would have just teleported out if he hadn't done the Rage check instead of doing the our regular routing for it, which Carissa Plant Cave had Fire Sword. But in actuality, I don't think there is anything on Rage, other than he doesn't have to go back to Rage, and that's always something that sits on your mind. It's it's painful when you're getting late into it, you haven't found the one thing you're looking for, and you still haven't done Rage. Because it is actually a bit of a walk.
Yeah.
Yep. Unfortunately, Sho's doing it now.
And he's going to
there's-
find out it's just a magic ring.
Well, never mind. There goes all of his... I don't blame him, though. Like I just said, it sits on your mind when you haven't done Rage and you're missing something critical.
That is something we actually seen very recently. It was a small deciding factor in the race last night, I believe it was.
Tornel getting his rabbit boots. Alright, now both racers are set up to do Ghetto Flight. There's no need to do Ghetto Flight, but 15 bonus prop points to anyone that does it.
Yeah, there's no need. I don't see him even attempting it. Oh, an opal! Yeah, you want that. You're not gonna like the rest of this cave, but you want that.
Show ever the gentleman giving Tornel time to catch up by making long checks that Tornel's already made.
Orb of water for Tornel. That's a handy little pickup.
Okay. My bet for Ball of Thunder is it's going to be vanilla or French vanilla. It's going to be on Model 1 or Brokahana, who they both have access to right now. They've been able to do that for a long time. And someone's going to be real mad when they do that check and find this out.
That's
my
probably real mad getting poisoned and then having to pop that opal. Oh boy, that's big mad for me. That would be a rage salt reset.
He's spending a lot of time killing stuff for no reason. I think they're actually getting pretty frustrated at this seed or just burned out on it.
Well, it's hard to say because they know they're just literally one item away from go, so they're probably... In Tornel's
Immediately
mind,
bit.
he's like, okay, I'm gonna get some experience off these idiots who keep trying to kill me.
And Tornel immediately bit by Mimic. Poisoned,
Yeah.
getting beat up by Medusas who are supposed to be easy experience.
Pops another opal.
Oh,
Reset Tornel. Not like this.
Not like this.
Show jumping into the waterfall cave here. Oh man.
Oh, and nesting doll there with the 3 flail guys. So when he does paralysis, another flail guy just pops out each time to smack him.
Oh man. Yeah,
Tornel is just having all the luck.
not going full tilt yet. Wants the Blizzard Bracelet again, I think it was?
I thought he said Storm.
That could be too.
Yeah,
Mostly
Storm.
thought-
Which is good. It means the ball is not on Tornel, so Tornel knows not to trust himself. Also, it's a good sign for closing out the seed because it's fastest if you can get that Storm Bracelet, and Tornel does not have it, so at least there's that.
Warrior Ring in the Waterfall Cave. That's a nice little pickup.
Is Sho gonna switch to it? It's his favorite item. Nope, he's still opting for speed.
Understandably.
Sho going for the double shots on Kensu. Wants to really make sure he's been paralyzed.
Carissa plant for his trouble. I mean, I don't know that we know where that goes yet, but it's still a trade-in item. Resting up at Nadare's. Why Nadare's, though?
He's gonna check Saber North, which Tornel had that chance and was thinking about it and dipped out on a long time ago. So maybe what they need is here.
Could be. We will find out. Tornel also getting his warrior ring. And Tornel making the same play. Well then, that's very unusual this late in the race.
They've kind of caught up to each other. Everything's waiting on both their minds for large clumps of checks that they haven't been able to do. Sharp key, okay, maybe that's... they've checked all the other keys, right? So that's gotta be, Stixie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Stixie's the only one I know. Sho, living dangerously.
I know what it goes to, Axeman.
Those warlocks, you're not doing anything with thunder. Robots. Come on, Sho. You don't want none of that. Oh, there goes an opal. Eyeglasses, well, that's handy.
Alright,
Back to
Axeman.
theirs.
Since you've been so good at predicting this, where do you think the Ball of Thunder is? I'm curious what Axe's thoughts are. Ah, Tornel with a death now.
Oh. Losing
Axe.
those.
Axis bed and Stixie. Which spot? Right or left side? The axe chest. Alright. Axe is betting there. I'm still betting it's vanilla or French vanilla. For Mono or Brokahana.
It's a little surprising they haven't gone ahead and triggered Mato 1 yet.
I mean, that's really surprising, especially since Tornel always brags about how Moto 1 usually leads to something good, either him or Brokahana, and he likes to favor doing it early. Like, we'll have a full Goa Go mode, and he'll dip to the side to do Moto 1, and then go to Goa, or like, anytime we're doing these weird things, he'll go ahead and do it. And he's right, it usually does pay off, and he's, like, won me over to his side. So, it is really weird to see him just completely not do Moto.
Oh, man. Well, back to the robots. Found some eyeglasses. Don't die. Oh, Sho. Why? Man, feels bad. That is 4 opals between the two of them.
Oh, jeez. And they are still hanging in the Bryn Mountains.
Barrier, though, that's a nice little pickup. Yeah, he's making the Goa play now. He's going to trigger the master.
Yeah,
That might have been what he was waiting on.
You picked a good one, J-Ro. Like we brought up at the beginning, early flight does not mean easy seed. Early flight a lot of times means trolley seed, because it likes to tease you about everything. Like, they've had bows, they've had flight, they've been practically in go mode. Oh, here we go, Tornel's checking it. He's checking Moto.
Going to Chiron. Does not wake the sleeping Stom. Alright, Mato 1, weak to water. Very, very slow.
Oh,
Can't
this
shoot
is where
through
you hate
walls.
being off. Because if Aro's on, you can shoot through walls.
I mean, if you want to charge up your level 2 shot, you can still shoot through walls, but yeah.
I'd be switching to rabbit boots, honestly. I've had too many situations like this where I'm like, oh, actually, rabbit boots does the situation well. Oh, and a death.
Shuriken.
Tornel stopping there for a moment. He's got to be really feeling the pressure now. He's died, what, twice, 3 times, burned all of his opals. He's got to feel so behind and not found the ball of thunder that they've been desperately combing the entire world for.
I mean, that's the last item. That is what they need.
I'm with you there, J-Ro. So yeah, something to keep in mind. So Tornel normally plays on console. He's got a full setup and he loves just to do it, but he's out of town this week, so he's forced to play on emulator. And he brings up it has an entirely different feel for him on emulator compared to console. So yeah, something to bring up. This isn't actually Tornel at his best. He is having to deal with some slightly different feels.
There's our last flute item. The synthesizer.
I should cut Tornel a lot of slack for that. Here we go, Virokahana.
Orb of Thunder!
Yes! Vanilla! I called it! Oh, you see him stabbing there too. He's so mad. Because that, like I brought up, that's his check. He's the one that always talks about doing Motto and checking Virokahana as soon as you can. Because there's always something good on them. It's always, like, worth your time, at the very least, to check. It doesn't take that long, and they usually have something good on them.
Yeah, as long as I'm not the one rolling the seeds, it's usually a pretty good item for him.
Shows on Motto, so he's behind, but he's gonna find out in a second where that go mode item is. And Tornel's been having a rough time with enemies and bosses, so there's a lot of time for Sho to catch up.
Oh, but fighting Mato 2 right off the bat.
Oh, not like that though. Sho
Yeah,
taking a death.
Tornel taking a death too. Yeah. I'm bouncing out of that. I would be going backdoor at that point. I would save Mato 2 for last as long as I can.
Here's your vindication, J-Ro, for yesterday. You taking those deaths on Sabera, and then... Like, this is what happens when the best try and take on bosses low supply. Like, it still sucks.
Axe making a very solid point here. Sho is actually 3 levels ahead of Tornel right now.
Oh, he is. He's in go mode for levels.
A little bit past go mode, honestly. And getting rolled in. Indiana Jones has nothing on Mato. Oh, this is such a ridiculous fight.
This is so brutal and... Oh, man.
I would go backdoor at this point. I would not want anything to do with this. I would want to go backdoor and hope that somewhere here has the Blizzard bracelet just lying around. Oh, Tornel just slamming his head against the wall.
Oh, they both got to be just losing it at this point because they're both like, Sho still hasn't found that Thunder Orb, and he's completely running out of checks. He's getting desperate, and he's having such a hard time with Motto. And Tornel feels like any second now Sho is going to complete the seed because Motto has been open this entire time. The entire time they could have gotten Virokahana because change was super early. Tornel found Sword of Thunder as a second sword, and they've had flight. Like, if Go Mode's been there, this could have been one of the fastest seeds we've seen this entire tournament, and just no one checked it.
Come on, Tornel, go back door. There you go. My boy. Because you know you're not getting through Mato with just a warrior ring and the ability to not shoot through walls.
I mean, in fairness, X-Men, like, when you're watching it, you can easily say what he needs to do is, you know, like you said, get some armor, get some healing, and then go and do it. But from where he's at in the race, and you've been there, I've been there, he thinks any second now Sho is about to complete. If he doesn't go as fast as he can, he does not have time to grab healing. He does not have time for anything. Because, like I said, Go mode has been open for like 40 minutes now, and they've been able to get it. So that's what really is pouring on the pressure. God, I can't wait for the interview afterwards, just for how they felt through this.
Play.
Oh, Sho, and you were so close. You were on the right trail. But I guess maybe he finds bracelets, goes back and does Motto, and then just plows through all the bosses.
Well, he does get the Colossus of Rhodes, which was the broken statue, and gets a magic ring out of it, so that's a plus.
Oh, they don't have Power Ring yet, right? No one's calmed the Angry Sea? That's another big item that'll speed everything up once you get it.
Mimic on Sho's side, on the right side of Stixie. Deo's Pendant, and a Fruit of Repin.
Yeah, as Steve points out, they have inventory full of magic rings, and with no refresh, that's not healing. And I believe they pretty much burned all the opals and the seeds, so you really should be loading up on medical herbs.
Well, then again, having Barrier for fights like this, or Tornado Bracelet, I mean, still pretty useful in a way.
But Tornado Bracelet takes barely any mana, and you get the mana refills after every boss, so that's not a concern of running out of mana there. And you want to save magic rings for the end, but in all honesty, if you have about 4 magic rings, you have more than enough mana to get the place to the end.
Go making a bold move to check the insect.
As sad as it makes you, at some point you gotta give up some of those magic rings.
Oh, 2 HP per hit from Tornel.
You can't shoot through walls, so Sabera's just keeps hiding. There she goes again.
That's what, 176 stabs for Tornel? Oh.
Warrior Ring just...
Yikes. Yep, Steve making that point. If Tornel had Sho levels, this fight would have been over.
I wonder if Tornel's going to take the time to level, or whether he just thinks he's so far behind he's going to stop bothering.
I don't see him taking the time to level just yet.
It's going to hurt him so much trying to go to the end. There's a max scale tower, not level 12, no power ring, no bracelets yet, except for wind bracelet.
I think if Tornel runs across the right enemies, he'll take a minute to get some levels, but yeah. Come on, Tornel, don't die. Alright. There's one. And again, with the scaling being 40 already, that experience is going to go real quick. There's a Blizzard bracelet.
Oh, there we go. Is this go mode for Sho? Is he going to go for Motto and find out where the Ball of Thunder is? He's thinking about it. He's thinking long and hard.
He's like, I know there's nothing left in Sahara.
Did he kill Motto, though? Yeah, he noped out. He never finished Motto.
No.
Because he just kept dying.
Did he kill him that last time? I missed that because I was watching Tornel's.
Okay, Steve said he did actually kill him. Okay.
Okay.
Then I just missed it when I was watching Tornel then. So then he never did Brokahana then.
Yeah, he'll do Brokahana fairly soon, I'm sure.
Is this getting renamed? Am I losing a check? Is this no longer Mashahama? Is this going to be ShoKahana now?
Akohana.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Alright, he did it. Yeah, no, Sho has levels. Okay, Tornel has taken the time, gotten some levels. It's
Yeah,
11 now, 12 soon enough.
I mean, again, with the scaling so high, you're going to be earning a ton of experience. So, it's fun.
Yeah, my check is Brokahana. One of my many.
I still think Tornel has the most check. Named after him. Oh, Sho popping that last opal statue, which he found by defeating the insect. There's a flame bracelet for Tornel.
So Flame is on Carmine. Sho's gonna really want that. I don't remember exactly where Blizzard, it's somewhere off in the world. So Tornel's likely never gonna see Blizzard Bracelet.
Yeah, Sho just grabbed it a minute ago. I've already spaced on where it was. There's a refresh. That's nice.
Oh, and okay, Tornel has Storm Bracelet. This is definitely coming together now.
Oh, Blizzard was on Lighthouse. Okay.
Tornel and Sho high-fiving in Goa, running opposite ways.
Medical herb for their trouble.
Sho gonna take back? Nope, he's gonna go ahead and run through Kelbesk's area.
I don't know. I'd go ahead and teleport, but that's just me. Oh, then again, Sho actually went through the front door, didn't he?
Yeah, that's why. Like,
So he's
I don't
already done
know
NATO
if
2.
crossing through Oasis Cave is faster than doing Kelby's area. So this is probably the better play. Just go ahead.
This is the better play time-wise.
Just going through Kelby's, even though there's nothing here.
You
Now,
want
if
to
it
talk
was-
about the worst area in the game,
If
casually?
it was randomized, if it was randomized maps, I would nope out of there hard. I am not solving that maze in randomized maps.
No. Battle armor for Tornel, so...
Okay, so Sho's going the nice way because he's about to get his flame bracelet, which means his Sabera is going to go so much faster.
Yes.
Better watch out for Carmine. He's the hardest of the four. And he's dead.
Yep. Much like his boss, Dragon, he kind of goes quick. Oh, the most treacherous. And yeah, Steve pointing out, Tornel has gone ahead and made up the levels, which really helped that fight out quite a bit.
Already checked basement?
I don't know.
I'm in.
Oh boy, we
Skull
got
mode.
butterflies.
Alright, so I'm guessing Tornel still haven't done Sabera? Oh no, he's going for Power Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you can get it, you get it.
Alright.
This is looking more
Tornel.
like Tornel's game to lose now.
I don't know about that, because Sho's not that far behind him. He's just got Sabera 2 right here, and then it's taco time.
Right, but Power Ring, Bracelets, level 12.
I mean, Flame Bracelet, he's going to melt through Sabera a lot quicker. Not to mention he was 3 levels higher than Tornel was. Alright. Oh, Sho skipping the Power Ring. He is going straight for Dragon 2.
Yep, like I said, he feels like he's behind.
Oh, he might already have the Power Ring. That is a good point. I don't know. He either has the Shield Ring or the Power Ring. We'll find out.
Sho loves his rings.
I don't remember if Sho picked up the Power Ring or not.
This is why I'm not on tracking duties. You should... Okay, J-Ro says yes. I trust J-Ro. J-Ro is our wonderful tracker. He's paying attention. I'm distracted by pretty things and great plays. And Dragon says popcorn time. Nope, done with popcorn.
And once again, viewers, if you are photosensitive, please look away during this fight. There's going to be a lot of flashing lights, and I apologize for not giving that heads up a little bit earlier. I wasn't sure whether they would be going with the Storm Bracelet route or the Thunder route, or the Flame Bracelet route, I should say.
Yeah, it's going to be the same with Tower, too. It's... Some people use Flame Bracelet, some people use Thunder. So there might still be a lot of flashing lights in the future.
Some people use Tornado. Nobody uses Blizzard unless they have to.
Even then. Do I have any other choice? Any at all? I will Rabbit Boots another sword if need be. Sho opting for Flame.
I mean, a little bit more conservative route, but... Oh no! He opened up too early. Wow, that
Dragon being so
RNG,
polite and nice. He knows our buddy Sho here is behind, and he's just like, come on, friend, I'll help you catch up.
Yeah, Tornel has not made his way to the second floor just yet, so...
We have ourselves a race since Dragon was so kind. Looks like Sho's opting to try and round up all the rope before he starts trying to kill him.
Smart move. As long as you can hit him.
Tornel going for Thunder strats.
Understandably, it's the tried and true method.
He's got a billion magic rings still, so magic is not a problem.
No,
Which is
not at
normally
all.
Which is normally what you're concerned with Thunder with. It's just how much it devours your magic.
Yeah, but Tornel making the very costly move of wanting to stab a robot, and what happens when you do that and that robot decides to go ahead and just walk into you is you take a lot of damage. Much like
Ooh,
these
helicopter
helicopters
on
decide to
Sho!
fly. Yeah.
Sho's got to deal with runaway robots. Looks like he cleared them all up there finally.
Yep. So we are one floor difference here. So one bad call could be the race for our runners.
Oh, that helicopter on Sho! just will not let up.
These helicopters don't care about your problems.
Alright, Tornel getting lucky and a robot going to kill himself. The escalators are loading zones, and if the robots walk down them, they do despawn themselves. And Tornel is going to be first to Dyna. Show's still having helicopter issues.
Making his way up to the 3rd floor.
As we're getting close to GG again, I want to thank Jirobi for tracking and for this wonderful, wonderful seed he rolled us. Jirobi, you found us one of the best seeds. I'm so happy.
It was not the longest seed, but it was definitely up there in the troll factor. And want to go ahead and wish a GG to Tornel, who has an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 38 seconds. ShoFukomachi is not going to be that far behind him. And we're going to see if we can't get Tornel in here momentarily. Yeah, Sho having helicopter problems. They do not care about his problems at all. Oh, Sho. I guess he's fine. As long as he goes in with that barrier procced.
And as we're finishing up, so anyone who's ever not tried this before, when you're playing like for your first few times, don't feel bad dying to these bosses, having problems with helicopters, because as you can see here, this is like the best runners for it, and we all have problems with these bosses sometimes, and helicopters.
Oh yes. And Dyna is down. And Sho is going to be finishing with an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 9 seconds. Throw out some GGs to ShoFukomachi. Good job.
Peters!
Jeff Peters! And once again, we will be trying to get our runner up into the booth as well. We'll see how that goes, though.
Tornel! Congrats, man!
Yeah.
GG on that dumpster fire of a start of a seed.
How you feeling?
Did you like my totally crazy, ridiculous plays?
Oh, man. We were like, is he gonna reset after that death? Is he gonna reset after that opal? Is he gonna reset after that opal? Is he gonna...
Oh, by the way, the last opal was on the insect. You wanted to go ahead and break that?
I was being stubborn. Just like when I was fighting Mado 2 and I didn't go level up, I was just being stubborn.
No, Mado 2.
Yeah, we kind of figured that. I was just like, Tornel, just go through the back. Just pray that that blizzard bracelet is in the back somewhere.
I think I was doing 1 damage to Severa 2, I think. I'm not for sure.
2. You were doing
2 damage? Oh, okay.
So how far behind did you both feel?
Real far behind.
Because you guys look super panicked by the end. Like, oh my god, I have to just run through everything panic.
Well, I had 3 bows in under, 15 minutes or something? I don't know.
I
think you guys had...
those at 7 minutes. 7 minutes I had
Yeah.
all 3 bows.
Yeah, it was like around that amount of time for both of you. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, and I was letting everyone know, like, yeah, Tornel taught me that Motto 1 is very important. He usually leads to some sort of very important progress. So I always
I was
check
thinking
it.
that
Like,
the whole time.
and then we're getting near the end, and I'm like, he hasn't done Motto, has he? Like, I bet you progress is on Mato or Brokahana. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, at least it made sense. You were waiting till you got barrier to go trigger it. I can see that.
I really wasn't waiting on that. I was just like, well, I have all these other high density checks. I guess I'll just go do these instead. And then, yeah.
Here's consumables, here's consumables, here's consumables, here's consumables. Here's some
All these
turn-ins.
mimics I can't kill at the beginning.
The route divergence was cool too, because you guys went like entirely different ways, and you ended up getting entirely different swords.
Oh,
Yeah.
and of course, things being like level 2 charge locked, I was like, well, I have 3 swords, but it means nothing because there's no balls.
That was so great. J-Ro rolled the best seed ever, because you guys get flight, and it's like, all right, well, that's a lot of the world open. And then you have Protoa access, and then it gives you change, and it's like, well, that's the entire world, except Aro isn't on, and you have a level 1 wind sword.
Was pretty brutal.
Were either of you concerned about the crypt dive, or did you just know that had to be the play?
I mean, I guessed. I was like, well, I'm here. I have all 3 bows. I may as well check it.
Exactly, yeah. You rarely have that many bows that early, so I just went and did it. Yeah.
But luckily, it led to like whatever it was.
Already forgot. That was an hour ago, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know how I won that. I thought I lost that. Totally. I just so many
really
bad
wasn't sure.
decisions that
I died so many times on Meta 1 that I went back, left, I got the power ring and came back.
Oh, there were so many deaths this seed. I wish we had stats to see that. So, in each of your opinions, which boss was MVP at trying to keep you from winning?
Probably Meta 1.
I don't know. I mean, I guess Mado too, but that's more my own fault than his fault. But
Yeah, I had power ring and Blizzard Bracelet when I went to Meta 2.
Yeah, you melted through Mado 2 there.
I was like, my only way to come back is to like speed through Goa. I thought I was like, you know, and then picking up the flame bracelet, that was a bonus, but not that it helped because I was so bad at using it in the tower.
You guys were super close for a long time, and even at the end, because like Tornel finally made the decision to go and kill Mato, and then he finds our progress, the ball of thunder. And it's like, all right, he's in. And I look over at Sho, and you're immediately going into Mato, and it's like, all right, well, Sho's gonna do this. And then Steve points out the level difference between you two, because Tornel was still level 9 at that point, and Sho, you had ground all the way up to 12. So it's like, all right, well, Sho's going to have an advantage on bosses, even though he's like slightly behind here. And then Sho keeps taking deaths, and then Tornel has the longest Sabera 2 fight with the Warrior Ring.
Yeah, 2 HP per hit. That was 176 hits Tornel had
Oh
to
my
put
God.
on it.
And
how
she
come
hit the
there's no
walls. for the
enemies in
most
her
part.
area? I was planning on leveling up in her area, and there was nothing to kill. I was like, what is the deal with this?
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be your plan, was just level up as you went, but I was still like, oh my god, this hurts so bad.
I wasn't gonna leave. I was like, hell with this. If I lose, I lose.
Yeah, and without RO on, the level 1 warrior ring shots didn't go through the wall, so Sabera would just sit on the wall, and you're like, well...
Mado
that
1
was-
was a jerk without on me. He kept doing that over and over and over.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky because I decided to make one check in Sabera's errand. It happened to be the flame bracelet, and I was like, yeah. So that made quick
yeah.
work of Sabera too.
And then level 1 swords, the motto fight for you, Tornel. I was laughing so hard because he just kept hanging out in the walls, and you stuck with Warrior Ring and could not hit him at all, ever.
Being a jerk, yep.
Yeah, Tornel decided to go backdoor through Goa. And you guys actually crossed paths fighting Kelpie too.
Yep, you guys did a little high five, danced on Kelpie, and moved on.
Oh my god, this seed! Congratulations, you rolled a good one.
That was something,
God.
that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even feel good about that one. Even if I won, I still don't feel good about it.
Well, you can unfinish and finish second, and then I'll be okay with that.
Let's.
Well, again, it was a trolley seed, but that was by no means our longest seed in this tournament. So just remember, there have been worse seeds in a way.
Yeah, and I kept thinking about it. Like, you had access to a lot of stuff early. This could have been a faster seed too. It's just this seed just really jerked you guys around.
Yeah, you never knew, because the plays you made, they could have been good, they could have been worse.
All right, so looking forward a little bit now. Tornel, you're going to be moving on. So you are now in the upper bracket finals because it is just down to 3 people left in upper bracket. Me, you, and Axeman. Who are you hoping for tomorrow, Axeman or me?
I mean, I wouldn't mind some revenge against Axeman from the last tournament, but I don't know.
It's
I
all
think it's
right.
gonna be tough either way.
I can put you down for Axeman. You're hoping for Axeman, so then you can knock him down. You want to be the one. Make this personal. And then Sho. Daryl, do you have it pulled up? I'm not sure.
I do not.
Sho's gonna be waiting on him lower.
Joe's got the winner of the 3 between Matrix, Steve, and Cross Product. So it's going to be the winner of Matrix versus Steve versus Cross Product. So he's not even close to knowing who's going to be it.
Do you have a favorite out of those 3, Sho?
Wait, I thought I'm on the bottom bracket, so I get the winner of
Yeah,
right.
there's
Yeah.
still 2
Yeah.
matches.
Oh,
Night Dew, Code Gorilla, PM, KFL, and Archibald. Oh, KFL won tonight, right?
right.
Yeah.
KFL won. So
whoever KFL and Night Dew, Code Gorilla. It would be fitting if I faced KFL and he knocked me out of a tournament because that's what happened last time.
Well, don't forget, Matrick and Steve are still on bottom half of the bracket as well. So
Yeah. So I mean, the possibility of seeing either of them, in loser round 5, is
it'll
there.
be the Show Matrick rematch.
Oh. I just need, if that happens, I need Matrick to have Magic Brain.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Or I guess it's Tornel Brain, but whatever. Or Tornel Menuing with Magic Brain. I don't
Smooth
know.
brain. We don't know. All right. Any final thoughts about that seed, guys?
Woo! Well, it was a troll. We died a lot. I wish stats were here because, man, I would want to see how close,
300,000 deaths and 5 resets.
probably. But yeah, no, it was great. Looking forward to the rest of the tournament. So we'll see who I face in a couple weeks or whatever, and then yeah, GG's Tornel. So I'm glad we made it a
GG's.
close one. And then
Yeah.
Speed
GG's,
Game,
guys,
thank you very
for
much.
surviving the dumpster fire of a seed.
GG's to you both. All right. Mashima, any final thoughts from you tonight?
No, as much death as they both did, like I kept saying, if I was in their shoes, I would have had the same mentality and I probably would have died twice as much because I could feel the pressure on them when
Oh, yeah.
when you have so much progress sitting and go mode is an item and it's been an item for like an hour, you just start freaking out because any moment they probably found it and you're ready to lose.
Right. But all right. Tomorrow night, we do have 2 more matches for this randomizer tournament, as we mentioned in the last race, as well as a couple times earlier. We do have Code Gorilla versus Night Dew 14 tomorrow night at PM Eastern, followed by my co-host Mashima versus the Axeman 301 at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. And then our third remaining match this week is going to be Matrick versus Steve Hacks on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So, good luck to you tomorrow, both you and Axeman.
But mostly me. Axes
I'm
need
not-
luck.
I'm not gonna root for anybody here. I'm just gonna work. I'm just gonna come back and be like, oh, you guys won. Good job. I'm not gonna pick sides.
Oh, Mashima won. Who'd have thunk it?
And yeah, that Mashima X-Man match is going to be hosted, commentated on by Steve Hacks and Matrick, who will be then duking it out. So if you think Mashima has been trash talking, I think Steve and Matrick will be going at each other a little bit. Some gentle ribbing, if it will.
Yeah, and I've been hyping everything up so very, very much, and I've heard both of them just ready to tear into us. So yeah, tomorrow and then Friday, Steve and Matrick are just going to be. it's there's going to be blood.
It's going to be fun, that's for sure. Steve, have a little more faith in yourself. We don't know what kind of condition Matrick is in.
Yeah, Matrick doesn't trash talk. He just speaks negative facts.
But all right, guys, that will do it for us tonight. Thank everybody for coming out and watching this. Thank you to Speed Gaming for allowing us to put these races on for you guys on the on their channels. Want to thank our tracker J-Ro Boy, who was my commentator for race 1 and also stepped in for me while my internet decided to just crap the bed, and then I had to restart my PC. And again, Mashima for joining me in the commentary booth, because I'm a completely insane person and decided to do back-to-back races for commentary.
You did amazing, friend. Absolutely amazing, especially with your computer deciding to, take a little nap on you and not want to keep going.
It was super awesome. The screen just froze, and I'm like, oh, well, this is great. And then I'm looking over at Discord, and I'm like, oh, no one else's light is lighting up. Well, then. And then, all of a sudden, I look at my phone, and no internet. Oh, boy. Let me kick on to mobile data. Just a minute, guys. But yeah, no, thank you guys for putting up with me and my random internet troubles. But I think that will about do it for us tonight. I have to go to bed soon. I have to be awake in 3.5 hours because, again, I am insane. So, for Mashima, J-Ro Boy, all the people in the Crystalis Randomizer community, thank you all very much. Have a good night, and we hope we will see you all tomorrow for the next race. Have a good night, everyone, and good night.